Another day, another story. Schreiber Foods Inc. of Green Bay, Wisconsin, is recalling 836,721 units of various cream cheese products because of potential Salmonella contamination. The recall includes Dutch Farms, Fairway, Happy Farms, Hy-Vee, Kroger, Our Family, Schnuck, Essential Everyday, Dunkin', Piggly Wiggly and Schreiber Foods cream cheeses. According to the details posted online by the Food and Drugs Administration, FDA, the recall was initiated on May 3, 2024, and is ongoing. Welcome to Tabo Eminent Channel. The recalled products were distributed in California, Florida, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Massachusetts, Maryland, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, North Carolina, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Texas, Virginia, Washington and Wisconsin. The recalled products were also shipped to Puerto Rico. This recall has been issued out of an abundance of caution to ensure consumer safety. Salmonella is a type of bacteria that can cause severe food poisoning, leading to symptoms such as stomach cramps, diarrhea, and fever. In some cases, particularly among vulnerable populations like young children, the elderly, and those with weakened immune systems, it can lead to more serious health complications. Consumers who have purchased cream cheese products recently are advised to check the brand and batch information to determine if their purchase is part of the recall. Affected products should be returned to the place of purchase for a full refund or discarded to prevent the risk of illness. It is essential for consumers to stay informed about food recalls to ensure their safety and well-being. For more detailed information, including specific brands and batch numbers involved in this recall, consumers should refer to official announcements from food safety authorities or the companies involved. Here's a more detailed account of the recent recall involving cream cheese products due to Salmonella contamination. Major cream cheese recall due to Salmonella contamination. Overview. A significant recall has been initiated involving over 800,000 units of cream cheese under various brand names. This action comes after routine testing revealed the presence of Salmonella bacteria, a pathogen known for causing serious foodborne illnesses. About Salmonella infections. Anyone who has eaten cream cheese and develops symptoms of Salmonella infection should seek medical attention. Sick people should tell their doctors about the possible exposure to Salmonella bacteria because special tests are necessary to diagnose salmonellosis. Salmonella infection symptoms can mimic other illnesses, frequently leading to misdiagnosis. Symptoms of Salmonella infection can include diarrhea, abdominal cramps, and fever within 12 to 72 hours after eating contaminated food. Otherwise, healthy adults are usually sick for 4 to 7 days. In some cases, however, diarrhea may be so severe that patients require hospitalization. Older adults, children, pregnant women, and people with weakened immune systems, such as cancer patients, are more likely to develop a severe illness and serious, sometimes life-threatening conditions. Some people get infected without getting sick or showing any symptoms. However, they may still spread the infections to others. Brands affected. The recall encompasses multiple popular and private label brands distributed nationwide. While the specific brands have not been disclosed here, consumers are urged to check with their local retailers or the manufacturer's website for detailed information. Often, recalls of this magnitude affect store brands and well-known national brands alike. Detection and response. The contamination was identified during a routine inspection by a regulatory agency, possibly the Food and Drug Administration, FDA, or the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC. These agencies regularly conduct checks to ensure food safety standards are upheld. Upon discovering Salmonella, the affected products were swiftly traced, and a recall was promptly announced to prevent any risk to public health. Health risks. Salmonella infection, or salmonellosis, can lead to symptoms such as nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain, diarrhea, fever, and headache. Symptoms typically appear 6 hours to 6 days after ingestion of contaminated food and can last from 4 to 7 days. In severe cases, especially in young children, the elderly, and individuals with weakened immune systems, the infection can spread from the intestines to the bloodstream, requiring prompt medical treatment. Consumer actions. Consumers who have purchased cream cheese products recently should check packaging. Look for the brand name, batch number, and expiration date to see if their product is part of the recall. Avoid consumption. Do not consume any cream cheese from the affected batches. Return or dispose. Return the product to the store for a refund or safely dispose of it to avoid any risk of contamination. Monitor health. Be aware of any symptoms of Salmonella infection and seek medical advice if symptoms develop. Industry and retailer response. Manufacturers and retailers are working in tandem to remove the contaminated products from shelves. This includes halting production lines to investigate and eliminate the source of contamination. Enhanced cleaning and sterilization protocols are being implemented to prevent future incidents. Implications for consumers. Salmonella infection can have serious health implications, especially for vulnerable groups. Symptoms usually include fever, diarrhea, and abdominal cramps, and they typically start within 6 hours to 6 days after infection. For most healthy individuals, the illness can last 4 to 7 days and usually resolves without the need for treatment. However, severe cases may require hospitalization. Recall process. Upon detection of contamination, the following steps are typically taken. Notification. Regulatory bodies are notified immediately, and a public alert is issued. Product tracing. Affected products are traced back to their sources to identify the extent of distribution. Retailer notification. Retailers are informed and instructed to remove the contaminated products from their shelves. Consumer notification. Consumers are informed through various channels, including news outlets, social media, and direct communication from retailers and manufacturers. Product withdrawal. Affected products are collected and destroyed to prevent any chance of consumption. Legal and economic impact. Recalls of this magnitude can have significant legal and economic repercussions for the companies involved. They may face lawsuits from consumers who fell ill, fines from regulatory bodies, and substantial costs associated with the recall process itself. The loss of consumer trust can also lead to long-term damage to brand reputation. Preventive measures. In light of this recall, food safety experts recommend the following general tips to prevent Salmonella infection. Proper storage. Always store perishable items like cream cheese in the refrigerator. Hygiene practices. Wash hands, utensils, and surfaces frequently when handling food. Cooking temperatures. Ensure foods are cooked to safe internal temperatures to kill any potential bacteria. Cross-contamination. Avoid cross-contamination by using separate cutting boards for raw meats and other foods. Conclusion. This recall highlights the ongoing need for vigilance in food safety practices. Regulatory agencies and food manufacturers must continue to prioritize consumer health by ensuring stringent testing and quality control measures. Consumers should stay informed about recalls and adhere to safety guidelines to protect themselves and their families from foodborne illnesses. For the latest updates on this recall, consumers can visit the FDA or CDC websites or contact the customer service departments of the brands involved.